I am back, and we are going to continue reading The Age of Apocalypse. So last time we got into Gambit and the Externals. They activated Lila Cheney's mutant powers. They have been dormant in this universe, and they're going to use them to go to the Shi'ar Empire, and they're going to steal the Emkron Crystal. For those of you who know, the Emkron Crystal is what the original Phoenix Saga was fought for before the Dark Phoenix Saga, and that was Phoenix's big story of, hey, Mr. Moondizzle, you want to come and say hi? Oh, that was the story of Jean Grey being a good guy, and then it had a lot of reality warping powers, and I could be wrong, but I think at some point it was determined that the Soul Gem might have been in the Emkron Crystal. I mean, the Reality Gem. I'm not sure about that part, but it's got some heavy lore. And before that, we read Excalibur, which had Nightcrawler going in search of his mother, and for them to go track down Destiny. There's a lot of lore behind them in the main universe, and though that trio there, I'm not going to get into. So let's get into Generation Next. And there's Kitty Pryde with the Wolverine claw and the short hair. I love this version of Kitty. This is my favorite version of Kitty. There is Colossus. They are just brutal. So here we go. Name's Jonathan Starsmore. Mates call me Jono. The rest of him, it's Chamber. To the rest of them, it's Chamber. On account of the gaping hole dead center of me chest. See, I'm Homo Superior. A mutant, if you like. Believe me, I ain't nearly as much of a lark as it looks. Keep this up, love, and I'm going to be in a pretty serious need of a major self-image adjustment. On one of me better days, today for instance, I might admit there is an upside to me genetic heritage, such as it is. I can sum it up in one word: power. Psionic power. Okay, 2 words. I don't suppose raising a white flag will get you to back off, love. Nope. Don't believe it for a second. My psionic power growing up, Poppy told me you got enough energy inside your frame 12 to level your Majesty's entire royal fleet. Didn't know what he was on about. Probably some kind of reference to some political structure that existed before now. I don't want to do this, love. Not much anyway. Before it all came down to a nasty piece of work, name of Apocalypse, being in charge of most of everything. Everything that is except us, the X-Men. From the top. Using every square inch of the Colorado timberland against me, Claudia. You're brilliant. I'm impressed. I'm still alive, you'll note, but impressed nonetheless. As a scion, I should be able to sense your thoughts. But can't. You're actually going to watch, eh? What's the special occasion? It's called distraction, Drono. Not too daft. Sometimes in all the palaver I forget that I'm not the one that I'm not. That none of us are full-time X-Men yet. Magneto won't allow it. Buckethead's a little bit strict when it comes to that. And I forgot that the point of these exercises is simplicity itself. Consider yourself distracted, Dumpling. Kill or be killed. Though I'm going to die anyway. Deal, Jono. Give me a kiss and we'll call it even. I can't think of worse ways to go. Should have knocked me on the edge, Gel. When you had the chance. Big oof. Talk, Chamber. So why didn't you kill me? Good point. Probably because deep down I don't always agree with the Rasputin survivalist dogma. Shucks. Here I was hoping it was because you found me as sexy as all get out, Dumpling. Well, perhaps that too. Paige Guthrie, you're without a doubt the most mind-mangling, self-absorbed woman I've ever met. But I'm sexy in a way, right? I'm not arguing with that, Husk. But all the feminine wiles in the world don't do you any good at all if Holocaust and his hogs... Jiro, hold up. Paige, what are... Shh. Kiss first, lecture later. That does it. Mondo is sick of risking Mondo's lives while you two suck face. So am I sick of you always talking in the third person. What's your point? Come on, Husk. Don't get up his nose any further than you've already have. When there's more than two of us at it, the rules gotta change. First two against the newcomer. Now listen, Sunshine. If you'd stayed hidden underground another 30 seconds, you'd have been home free. Mondo doesn't hide for. I hate psionic energy. I'd hate to do it, Rocky, if it meant my mass shrunk accordingly. But I'm an omnimorph. Change when I want to change. Whoosh. See? Mondo sees. Oh, did y'all hear that? Sounds like an egg timer. The good news, fella, is that we all survived the 3-minute mark. The bad news, Torvarish, is that means the teacher is in. Colossus. Legend has it years ago, Amen, his brother, were Russia's heroes. Legend has it years ago, Amen, his brother, were Russia's greatest heroes back when there was a Russia, before his brother became a horseman of the Lord and Majesty. Bow your head now or die apocalypse. He made his way to America after the horse started and offered his services to Magneto. Mind you, though, he seems content to keep us trainees at a constant boil. It's pretty obvious to everyone involved this is not a happy person. You're in charge here, Chamber. Why is everyone still alive? Would you believe we planned it? We planned it this way? That we decided to work together as a team? We're setting you up so we could blast back to... No, boy. Let me tell you what I believe. I believe you are weak, that you are sentimental, that you and the rest of these children with whom I have been squandering my time think you can simply wish for a better world, and that it will somehow magically appear. I think you are dreamers, and it falls on me to provide a wake-up call. Sleep on this. There ain't many things in life more disgusting than a whiff of breathing techno-organic metal, combined as it is with the whatever acid Paige Guthrie has managed to morph into. What you're on about, Rasputin? Ain't this what you want? A squad of rootless, heartless scrappers? Golly dumpling, this ain't hardly nothing. I haven't even gotten warmed up. What's the matter? A perspective hayseed from where I stand? You're a memory. Mondo will guess our other teacher was here somewhere. Shut up. Nobody wants that chink. Look at this. Lazy and sloppy. Together again. You just lay there, lazy. I'll be back in a minute with a whisk broom. Shadowcat reckons that she's our teacher. Tormentor, more like. But you, Sloppy, you've earned some private tutoring. Today's lesson, don't mess with teacher. Paige. It's okay, Mondo. It's only flesh moons. So run already. Is that concern for your teammate? You kids are so gosh darn cute. I might even let you live another 10 seconds. Please, don't do me any favors. Just finish me off. My pleasure. Hold still. Ha, loser. Now die. Die, Zink. Die, please. You megamorphs are so overconfident that you thought it might have worked against someone who wasn't intangible. Most of the time, Rasputin always pays attention, which means now, it's now or never. For me, I am for now. He is too big of a blighter to take on myself. But a tree should do the trick. For all we bleat and whine about our teachers, it's nice to know we're hearing something, even if that something is how to be sneaky, or learning something, even if something is how to be sneaky, devious, and ruthless. Rolled clear just in the nick. Gotta check on Paige and see. No! Yes, otherwise, how are you kids gonna learn? You think the Sentinels are gonna go easy on you? Or the Flatskins? Or the Bad Seeds? I'm only doing this for your own good. Your all heart. Don't ask me where it came from, because you know I don't know how he manages to pull it off. Those things manage to stag him before she can catch her breath. Not being able to inhale makes it sort of hard to get on the gal to get her to phase herself. Skin, let go. Sorry, chica. No te comprende español. So that's so, huh? Comprende this. Oh, this is muy humiliating. Allow me, mi amigo, to put you out of your misery. What, in Miss the Fiesta teach? Gracias, but no. Angelo Espinoso has the mutant power to control his distended skin. First, I'll tell you I thought it was a fairly useless mutation. I was wrong. Say night, Miss Guthrie. Paige, give me a second to get out of the way. Nah. Not the most loyal of friends, eh? But Chica, I helped you. Hey, great. I didn't ask for your help. And even if it did, give me the chance to find a biopattern Shadow can't phase through. See y'all on the other side. Here now. That has got to hurt. Hear that, everybody? Another session. Bing! Another session and we're still alive. And even for a pint of slam. Katya, if you hurt her, Paige, I'll... Come on now, Professor. Nobody likes a sore loser. Vicente, I was wondering where you've been hiding yourself. You know me. I'm not a real big fan of physical contact, but that's probably because I don't have a body. Please, release me now. Time. Enough. If you want to know why everyone has stopped dead in their tracks, you have to know something about the man called Magneto, leader of the X-Men, the governor. Here's a bloke who's managed through sheer force of will to gather some 24 mutants around him, us included, and it might seem daft, but he's done it with the goal of saving the entire world from apocalypse. That, and he's pretty much a homebody. For most of us, it's the first time we've ever seen him. If he decided to make the trip through 2 hot zones in the prairie, you can be pretty sure it ain't just to check on the greens. Shadowcat Colossus, I would like a word with you two now. Yes, sir. Translated, that means lose the kids. The trio of high muckety mucks head back to the tomb, the oldest standing structure in the Rockies, survived a dozen bombings or more. Our base. While none of us are privy to it, it's clear somebody is in trouble. I confess to something of a loss. Before I departed Westchester, I gave you specific instructions. You two were to assemble the students and prepare them to move on my word. Instead, I find them being prepared, Eric, as we said they would be. With all respect due to you, Magnus, I will not have you barge in here and undermine my authority in front of the students. Your authority, Peter? And what will your authority be worth if it turns out this bishop is telling the truth, as I fear may be the case? He claims to be from another reality, a world where 20 years ago a tragedy occurred that fractured all realities across the cosmic continuum. Charles, whose body I held when he breathed his last breath, was murdered by his own son, and that death was never meant to be. An entire world is paying the price for that mistake since that day. Nightcrawler and Gambit are bringing me to the resources I need to verify Bishop's claim that his existence is a temporal aberration. It may very well fall upon you and your charges to acquire the means with which to travel back in time. So you've said, but Apocalypse had all chronovariant mutants killed, specifically to prevent time travel. All no. CVS, yes. But there are those who have yet to manifest their abilities, and therein may be our hope. I have taken the liberty of asking Know-It-All to scan any information currently within Apocalypse's databanks, no matter how obscure. As requested, sifting through deceased or cusp records, cross-reference was with... I must object, Eric. This is too dangerous. Know-It-All is clever, but Apocalypse's records are well guarded. What if Shadow King discovers her sci-surfing online? Lobotomizing her will just be the beginning. The hogs will be on us before we can pull them up the drawbridge. This is a risk I am willing to take. How incredibly courageous of you, considering it is not your risk to. Discussion ended. What have you found, know-it-all? Eden Fox T. Deceased, natural causes. I'm sure next. Non-designated, deceased. Imagine dying without a name. That looks like magic. Prelate Gallo, deceased. One of Abyss private stock, I remember. I killed him myself. Gardner Monroe, designated flashback. MIA. Next. Bush Moaniet, it cannot be. She died. They told me she died. Oh, my sister, Ilyana. Confirming affirmative, Rasputin. I, Russian Harvest Lots, number 612, Lambada. Erroneously reported killed at the site of the Kev slaughter. Finding too young to be of any use. Possibility of mutant manifestation. Infinitesimal. Currently resident of Core Portland. Likelihood of rescue 0%. Next issue, like magic, into the heart of the slave pits. So we'll get to meet Magic and see how she's holding up in this world. I like this one. It's a lot of setup. There's not a lot I can say. It's one of my favorite worlds. I always say that shit. I like these characters. I like this setup. Next time we'll get into a cool book. We'll get into Weapon X, and we'll catch up with Wolverine and Jean Grey and what they have been doing in this dystopian nightmare that is the Age of Apocalypse. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you guys for listening. Give likes, give comments, leave feedbacks. I love it all. I love you guys. Peace.